Listen and practice.
Irene is only 3 years old, but to her parents, she is already a little artist. At their home, her paintings cover the walls of all the rooms, even the bathroom. A child's creativity is beyond your imagination, her mom always says, and she can be highly productive too. One time, her mother counted all of Irene's drawings. Irene had used nearly 500 sheets of paper in just 1 month. Most of her drawings are of animals, birds, rabbits, turtles, and even raccoons. All the animals in her paintings are in groups of 3, a father, a mother, and a baby. That's how it is in little Irene's world.
Listen and practice.
Henry was driving to school yesterday when he was in a bad car accident. A witness called for an ambulance, and it was at the scene in a few minutes. Henry's arm was bleeding very badly. The paramedics stopped the bleeding and started an IV. They put him on a stretcher very carefully and put him in the ambulance. They took Henry to the emergency room. The doctor ordered an X-ray of his arm. It wasn't broken. A nurse cleaned Henry's arm and gave him a tetanus shot. Henry needed 30 stitches to close the cut.
Listen and practice.
I have a routine that I follow every morning when I get up. First, I brush my teeth. Then I take a long, hot shower. I wash my hair every morning, but I don't use conditioner because my hair is very short. It only takes me about 5 minutes to blow dry my hair. Next, I put lotion on my face because my skin is dry. I apply face powder and a little blush. I don't use any eye makeup in the morning. Then I put on some deodorant and get dressed. After I get dressed, I brush my hair, put on some lipstick, and leave for work.
Listen and practice.
The sun is a star, a ball of hot gas. It is the center of our solar system. The sun gives off heat and light. There are 9 planets in our solar system, and all of them orbit around the sun in different paths. The planets don't travel around the sun in circles. Their orbits are ovals. Mercury is the planet closest to the sun, and Pluto is the farthest from the sun. Our planet, Earth, is the 3rd planet from the sun. Earth's orbit around the sun takes 365 days, or 1 year, to complete. Earth also turns on its axis every 24 hours as it travels around the sun. As it turns, the area facing the sun has day. The area facing away from the sun has night. Earth has 1 moon. The moon travels around Earth. It takes approximately 30 days for the moon to make 1 orbit around Earth.
Listen and practice.
Asia is the largest continent, and it has the largest population. 60% of the world's population, more than 4 billion people, lives in Asia. Next is Africa. 14% of the world's population lives in Africa. The population of this continent is growing faster than the population of any other continent in the world. Next is Europe. Europe has 12% of the world's population. However, the population of Europe is growing more slowly than any other continent. Next is North America, including Central America. This part of the world has 8% of the world's population. South America is next, with 6% of the population. Australia has the smallest percentage of the world's population, less than 1%. And what about Antarctica? Antarctica has no permanent human population.
Listen and practice.
Louis looked for an apartment for several weeks. Finally, he saw a nice apartment to rent. He signed the lease and paid the landlord a security deposit. The apartment will be available on Saturday. Louis is going to get boxes from the supermarket. He's going to pack this week. On the weekend, his brother is going to help him move. They are going to load the van with boxes and furniture and drive to the new apartment. The landlord will be at the apartment building, and he will give Louis the key. Louis and his brother will carry everything into the apartment. First, they are going to arrange the furniture. Then they are going to unpack the boxes. At night, Louis and his brother are going to order a pizza and relax.
Listen and practice.
We went to visit my grandmother last summer. She lives very far from us, and we drove 2 days to get there. First, we crossed a low mountain range. Then we drove across the plains. There were a lot of small farms. Next, we came to a wide river and took a long bridge over it. After that, we drove through a beautiful area with thousands of acres of forest. Then my family stopped for the night. The next morning, we stopped for extra water and gas to get ready for the road through the desert. We finally went over a second mountain range and down to the shore. We waited for a ferry, and it took us across the bay to the small island where my grandmother lives.
Listen and practice.
When Paul was playing soccer this morning, he sprained his ankle. Now he is at the doctor's office. The doctor is telling him to elevate his leg and to put an ice pack on his ankle 4 times a day for 2 days. After the swelling goes down, he should use a heating pad. The doctor showed Paul how to wrap his ankle in an elastic bandage. During the day, Paul should wear the elastic bandage on his ankle. When he walks, Paul needs to use a cane or crutches. If he has any pain, he should take aspirin.
Listen and practice.
When I was young, my family always seemed short of food. We were poor. My brothers and sisters and I were hungry all of the time. We didn't have much flour, and sugar was rare. You know, with flour and sugar, our mom could make delicious treats. Flour and sugar were signs of wealth to us. When it snowed in winter, I always wondered, why doesn't it snow flour? Or sugar, my young brother would correct me. We imagined how happy we would be if it snowed flour and sugar, precious white flour and sugar. When we grew up, we laughed about how silly we were. If it snowed flour and sugar, there would be big problems in the world. We would not be able to survive very long.
Listen and practice.
Bodily systems. The human body has 11 basic bodily systems. They work together to keep us alive. Our skeletal and muscular systems are two of them. One important bodily system is the skeletal system. It is mostly made of compact bone tissue. It makes up the outside part of our bones. It's solid, hard, and extremely strong. Our bones are as strong as solid granite. Humans are born with 270 bones, but adult humans have 206 bones. As we grow bigger, some bones grow together. Our bones give our body shape. They have lots of other important functions. For example, our backbone protects our spinal cord, which carries messages between the brain and body. Another important bodily system is the muscular system. Humans have more than 650 muscles. They make up half our body weight. Tendons connect muscles and bones. Tendons allow muscles to pull on bones. This is how we are able to move. Muscles also hold the skeleton together. They also give the body shape. Our muscular and skeletal systems have many important functions. They give our body shape and allow us to move. Be sure to eat a healthy diet and get plenty of exercise. This will keep your muscles and bones working well.